Hi, my name is Lauren, and I am an intuitive aromatherapist as well as the owner of Airman Botanicals. A lot of people have been asking me what exactly an intuitive aromatherapist is, so I thought I'd make a little video to try and better explain that. I am a certified aromatherapist, which means that I have studied essential oils and their scientific and therapeutic properties. It was really important to me to have a scientific basis when working with essential oils because they do have chemical properties that can chemically affect our physical bodies. But it was also really important to me to understand their spiritual and energetic properties, which is where the intuitive side of what I do comes in. So, how do I determine what the spiritual or energetic properties of an essential oil are? Well, first, I have the belief that essential oils are living things that have their own type of intelligence and wisdom. So when I work with an oil, I generally will communicate directly to the essence of that oil and ask that it be my teacher. I will ask that the essence of the oil connect with me energetically and pass on the information or teaching to me that it will. I can do this through meditation with the oil. I will generally inhale the aroma of the oil, diffuse it in the room, put some drops in a hot bath, or with some oils I will put a few drops under the tongue and actually physically take it into my body. And then I allow my own energy field to open, receive, and connect with the energy of the essential oil and let it speak to me and tell me what it would like. I believe that as humans, we are physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, and it's important that if I've chosen essential oils as the medium that I want to work with, that I have an understanding of each oil from each of those perspectives, so that I can give a truly holistic formula or recommendation to a client based on whatever needs they might have at that time. Another question people ask is, why would someone come to an aromatherapist or an intuitive aromatherapist? Isn't aromatherapy just about things smelling nice and, can't I get that from a Glade plug-in? Which always sort of makes me laugh. Because, perfumes, scented candles, unless they're made with real essential oils and those sort of pluggy into the wall thingies, they're just chemicals generally. There's very little organic matter, and there is very little therapeutic property to those types of things. Yes, they can remove odors and unpleasant smells from a room, but the holistic and therapeutic properties of Febreze, I'm afraid, is probably no. So, an aromatherapist, such as myself, believes that the essential oils are living things. They retain the energy of the plant from which they came, and they are able to pass on the properties, whether they're the chemical or the spiritual components, to us, to those who wish to use them and receive them. And just like we have lots of different personalities with people and with animals, plants also have their own personalities. So all of the different plants that we derive essential oils from have different personalities and characteristics, not only chemically, but also spiritually. So for example, some plants, we would say chemically that they are stimulating. They might, when we use the essential oils of peppermint, say, feel that we are more awake or have more energy or feel more stimulated. And in the same way, different essential oils have spiritual properties where they might make us feel more protected or feel more grounded or feel more open to receive love or feel more inspired when we go into meditation to go deeper within ourselves and explore what could be out there, what's in our own heart, what's going on in the ethers, whatever you want to choose. So the essential oils act as a partner or a support team that we choose to work with, similar to people who say that they like to work with their guides, or they like to work with angels, or they like to work with, yoga and breathing. I mean, they're all just different types of support that we can call into our lives to further explore ourselves. So, any kind of issue that you're having, whether it's you wish you had more creativity and you'd like to explore opening up your creative process, you have a lot of stress and you want to feel more relaxed, you have a broken heart and you are experiencing a lot of grief, you are in the process of transitioning out of physical incarnation. There are essential oils whose sole purpose is to help us let go and move on to the next world. Pretty much anything you can think of, there are different essential oils that, used in combination with each other, can be formulated to support you with what you might be going through at this time or what you would like to explore further with yourself. So coming to an aromatherapist is just another way, another method, another modality of holistically approaching your life. Aromatherapy is also really wonderful to be used in conjunction with other modalities such as massage or yoga or meditation. Combining the oils with other energies, the oils themselves just seem to sort of know where to go and what to do, and I've really only ever seen them enhance whatever you want to apply them to, whether that be personal reflection or massage or a hot bath. There's really no way to go wrong with using the oils. So as an intuitive aromatherapist, I do make custom blends for my clients depending on what they want, or need. And I also do something called aroma profiling. And people often ask me, well, what is that? Aroma profiling is where I will scan the energy field of the client. The essential oils that are most compatible or resonant with them will sort of pop up and make themselves known to me. I will make notes on which oils presented themselves, and then I will make a personal or a custom formula for that client, which is really their personal fragrance that most closely reflects their soul or their energy vibration. And this is one of the coolest parts about my job, because I absolutely love getting to work with somebody and working with the oils themselves and determine and hear, what aroma, what fragrance that, I'm going to put together is going to basically just give them a lot of joy and pleasure when they get to smell, for the first time what their personal, fragrance is for them. So that's what the aroma profile is. And I guess the other question people ask me a lot is, yeah, okay, I get it, it's intuitive, but how do you do it? I mean, how are you connecting with the plants? And as I said, I believe that the plants are a living energy, that the essential oils carry that living energy, and that because I invite that energy to connect with me and to come in with me, I invite the knowledge about the different oils into my energetic database. And what I have found is that that database doesn't go away. In fact, it just continues to grow and expand over time, and that the physical oil doesn't need to be in the room once I've initially connected with it for me to continue to learn from it. An example is that I have done some connecting work recently with valerian. And we know scientifically that valerian can be very useful for people who are having trouble sleeping. When I connected energetically and invited the essence of valerian into my energy field, I was also told or experienced teaching from the valerian essence directly that it's a really powerful protecting oil. So if you're feeling fear or anxiety, that valerian oil will come in and offer you quite a lot of protection and support. But the thing about valerian oil is that it works on its own terms. So if you're someone who feels that you need to have a lot of control over how you're going to be supported or how you feel protected, I probably wouldn't put valerian oil in a blend for you. It's really for somebody who's going to be able to just trust and work with the valerian, that it's going to offer them what they need in the moment that they need it, and to just kind of step back and let that process happen. And then a few months later, I was working on a new blend for a different client, and I was again using valerian and a couple of other oils, and I wondered to myself if sandalwood might be an appropriate oil to also add to the blend. And I immediately heard the essence of valerian step in and say very clearly to me, no. Sandalwood and valerian are not of the same energetic family. They only work together for certain specialized circumstances, like maybe ceremonial rites and just for very short and sudden intense bursts. But for a blend that someone was going to use on an ongoing basis, valerian and sandalwood just didn't really want to be together. And so this shows that once the essence of an essential oil comes into my energetic field and I, accept it in, that it becomes an ongoing and sort of living teacher and record, and that it will continue to teach me and give me knowledge about what it does and what it doesn't do on an ongoing basis. Even though I may have only consciously connected myself to the physical oil the one time, it will the imprint, I guess, of the essence of the oil will come in and stay in the energy body of myself for as long as I've invited it and allowed it to, and to continue teaching me in that way. And just something else interesting that I wanted to point out is that no one really knows how essential oils work from a spiritual point of view, but no one really knows how aroma in general works either. We don't know why the smell of certain things can take us back, 10, 20 years to our childhood and bring up all kinds of memories and feelings and ideas. We know that aroma particles go in through the nose and connect to a part of the brain called the limbic system, which is responsible for things like motivation, emotion, things of that nature. But we don't know how those particles exactly, bring up all these other emotions and feelings. So I like to kind of point that out to the people who say, yeah, but how does it work? Well, we don't know. We don't really know truly how it is that aroma and our physical and emotional bodies work. For me, it comes down to a belief that we are energetic beings, as are plants, and the essential oils that come from the plants. We're all energy, and so the oils themselves are a pathway that connect our energy to the living plants that they've come from, which, hold a lot of wisdom and knowledge that we can learn from and use to better our lives. So that's a little bit about me and what I'm up to. I hope you've enjoyed this video and listening to me ramble on about essential oils and what I love to do. If you have any questions, if you'd like to place a custom order or just learn a bit more about how aromatherapy can benefit your life, feel free to contact me. My email is aramidbotanicals@gmail.com. And I'm going to be making some future videos where I would like to read your questions and answer them. So if you've got a question you'd like to submit, please do. I love getting customer questions. I love hearing from other people about their experiences with using essential oils and aromatherapy. So I'd love to hear from you. Okay, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.